Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome. Your Fields Choice YFC DFS pre-lock live, how you want to say it. Happy hour live. We're here for another college basketball slate. Tough one tonight. 8 games. I think it's 8 games, right? 8 games. So glad you guys are here. Any questions? Throw them in the chat. Or if you're in our Discord, I'll try to keep an eye on the general room. If you have any questions about players versus players and all that. But first of all, FieldChoice.com. I'm running a special right now, 12 days of Christmas. Every day, next 12 days, all our content is free. Our cheat sheets are free. Our articles are free. All that good stuff. And we've been doing really well. I just now the winning lineups popped up for Euro basketball. Our guys actually totally crushed Euro basketball. All I'm seeing is all these winners, first places for Euro hoops. So check that out. Chris Best has been doing that for a long time for us. He's a Euro guy. Niche sports is our thing. Like the Euro hoop, soccer, especially college sports, college football, college basketball. I do that. But of course, we still do our flagships, MLB, and NBA, NFL. But a lot going on right now, especially the small sports. I see some guys just cash soccer today, EPL. I even see some FanDuel. Terrence 901 just cashed. Looks like he took down a winner in FanDuel today in EPL. Nice win there. Like I said, Euro sports last night, a bunch of NHL winners. College hoops, we did well. I got stuck in a train, chopped up at the end of that damn cash lineup. But we still made money, still cash. So we're here for college basketball. Try to take down the slate. It's a tough slate, I think. I shouldn't complain because it's DK is actually doing better in their pricing. So now we're more dealing more mid-range pricing. So I just feel like you got to get the right values tonight if you're gonna cash, you're gonna hit big. You've got to figure out which values to play. So what I'm gonna do is go through each game, and try to give like my top plays for each game. Maybe some Cordell Horner's asking for game stacks. Yeah, I'll give some game stacks. So definitely as we'll go through that. Go game by game, and then I'll throw my top plays at guard, top plays at forward, and get out of here so we have time to build lineups for a 7 p.m. lock. All right. So once again, throw questions up there. If I don't get to them right away, don't get antsy about trying to get to them as soon as I can. So let's go. Let's get this rolling. So our first game tonight is VCU Florida Atlantic. So looking at Florida Atlantic's on the road. VCU is a 10-point favorite, over under of 132. That's more toward the bottom. Most of these games are in the 130s though today. So decent. This to me is one of the sneakier games. Decent. I mean, it's not. I'm not going to call it a pace-up game at all, but we got a decent, solid game here. We can actually pull some plays out of. Definitely. So let me pull them up here. So first of all, let's just start with Virginia Commonwealth, VCU. All starts with me. Ace Baldwin is back. He's only 5'2". So he's back. He's now played 2 games. To me, he's a core play at 5'2". He's ruptured his Achilles. Missed the first 8 games of the season. And you can tell right away what Ace Baldwin means to this team, where VCU was definitely dealing with major turnover problems. Ace came back. You can definitely see all of a sudden coincidence. They turned the ball over season low 11 times on Saturday with Baldwin run their team there. So Baldwin's at 5.2 is way too cheap. There is concern about his minutes, though. His first 2 games, he played 20 minutes. I think 23, then 20. They're going to, we're obviously working him back in the game shape, but he's a high usage player. Last 2 games, his usage was, 26.7%. So he's the leader of this team. So he's gonna drop Vince Williams down a little bit. Because Williams is getting a lot of usage, but play Ace Baldwin in your main lineup to 5.2, in my opinion. So that brings us to Vince Williams. The thing about BCU is their usage is spread out a bit. Let me call it up here. I still like Williams, though. I would definitely downgrade him a little bit with Baldwin back, but Williams still giving 24% usage rate, playing 30 minutes a game, 11 points, averaging about 27 DK points. So he's your other play for BCU out of this game, I would say, if you want to play him in cash/GVP. Anybody else? Keyshawn Curry, 19% usage rate, playing 30 minutes plus, though. So you're not going to get the usage like BW or Baldwin, but Keyshawn Curry is a solid play. It says GP. If this is a game you can possibly game stack and maybe get lucky, the sneaky game stack. Levi Stockard at 5.4. He's starts every game. He can get you about 20, 25, probably 24, 25 minutes a game, GVP only. And then Jaden Nunn at 5.1. Same thing. He's kind of like Curry, same usage, around 20%, playing about 28 minutes, 10 points, but all GVP plays. But Baldwin's a cash play. Vince Williams, cash/GVP play. I am a Williams guy. He's going to play your minutes, gets peripherals. I may end up with Williams in my main lineup also, but definitely Adrian Baldwin my main lineup. On that Ford Atlantic side, I have interest in one player, and that's Elijah Martin. He is, I call him a value. He's 4.8, so he's a value. He's between him or Skylar Potter as your main values and guard. Martin is a couple $100 less. He's got for his price at 4.8, he's playing 28 minutes a game, 25% usage. Not bad. That's over his last 5. 27 DK points over his last 5. The only problem I have is Florida Atlantic's got a team implied of only 60 points. But like I said, I think this is a sneaky game. This may go over to a 132. So Elijah Martin is the only play I'm looking at with DFS in this game. Anybody else? Possibly, Forrest, but Michael Forrest. But man, he's going to. It's too low in play for these guys, especially at Forrest's price. So if you want anything, you can deal with Elijah Martin. So you could possibly have 3 players in your main lineup here: Martin from Ford Atlantic, Williams or Baldwin, but definitely Ace Baldwin at 5.2. So that's a game stack I like as a sneaky game stack. All right, next game we got is like the marquee game of the night, Marshall versus Ohio. And a lot of this is going to come down to how many Marshall players do you want in your lineup. The problem is it's tougher to get Marshall players because a lot of their prices have gone up now, but you want some Marshall players in your lineup. All right, it's a pace-up game. We got Marshall's on the road. Ohio's a tough team. Ohio's a 3-point favorite. We know Marshall's going to score. Marshall 88.56 pace. Ohio's a little bit slower pace, but definitely pace up. So let's start with Marshall. Everybody likes Marshall, especially in DFS. Favorite play of this game, you got to make a decision over Tavion Kinsey or Andrew Taylor. I'm a Taylor guy, 8.1. He's $700 less than Kinsey. Taylor, to me, is really come on his own this year. Like last year, Kinsey would have been the cash, Taylor GVP. Taylor is a cash play now. Plays every minute. He's got the usage. He's got, let me see right now, he's got 24 rebounds, 12 assists his last 3 games. Usage rate 22. Averaging 13 points a game, 35 DK points a game. I said it's a slate's highest total. You want to get at least Taylor or Kinsey in your lineup. If you can get both in, great. I'm trying to. It's going to be tough with value, though. But I love Andrew Taylor. The last slate Marshall was on, Taylor had a big game of steals. So he had ended up having, like, I can't remember. It might have been like 35 DK points, but a good game. Tavion Kinsey, a little bit more expensive, 8.9, complete stud. This Conference USA Player of the Week last week. Average last week 21 points in 2 games, 7.5 rebounds, 6.9 assists. These are huge DFS numbers. He scored 20 points in 9 of their 10 games this season. 10th leading scorer in the nation. I would rather probably play Taylor. I would take the $700 discount, but no, I'm not going to argue with anybody that they play Kinsey over Taylor. If you can play both in, great. But if you're going to game stack a game, this is the game stack you want to play, the Marshall, Ohio game. Now we got one other player on this Marshall team you want in your main lineup. So like I'm saying, Kinsey or Taylor, one of them should be in your core. Now the other player, who we call Oak, Obina, Keely Killen. Any of you guys remember the last game Marshall was on? I think, what was he, like 2-9, 3-9? I think it was 3-9. He had a crazy bunch of block shots. He ended up with like 50 DK points. And that was a game I faded him in cash. I thought I was getting cute. And that was, I believe, I think I played, was it George? I think I ended up playing Darius George, somebody over him. But Oak totally nuked that slate. I'm not making that mistake again. Of course, now is placed up to 6-8, but still take the money, run Oak in your main lineup. The only problem you do have to have when you got guys like Oak that do a lot of block shots, you got to pay attention because he may get into foul trouble. So I was doing a little bit of research on his fouls, though. They're not too bad. I mean, his blocks are like 6, 7, 4, 10. That was a game we all watched, a Jackson State game. I guess it was DFS. He's only fouled out of one game this season. That was Akron. Last game, 3 fouls. Game before that, 1. Last game, 3. As long as we can keep him from getting 2 fouls in the first 5 minutes, Oak's a core play. I have him projected at like 34-8, just under Taylor and Kinsey. So get Oak in your lineup, Taylor and or Kinsey. Darius George, more of a GBP play now. I don't like his minutes. One player you could possibly use as your value is David Earley from Marshall. He's only 3.9. He's not going to get you a hell of a lot, but at 3.9, I mean, what do we expect out of him? If we can get 12 DK points, I'd be happy with David Earley. So he could be possibly one of your value plays at 3.9. He plays 30-plus minutes. So anytime a guy plays 30-plus minutes is under 4K, you got to pay attention. You got to look out for cash. And with a pace-up game like this, you could possibly use David Earley as one of your cash values. And I may end up having 3 or 4 guys in my main lineup here for Marshall. On the Ohio side, Mark Sears. Mark Sears is another core play. Lock him into your cash. Sears is a guy that took over the point spot from Jason Preston last year. If you remember last year, Jason Preston got hurt. When Sears was a freshman, Sears came in and people were like, who the hell is this guy? Well, they have looked back since. He's a team leader. He's done an awesome job this year since Preston left. Leads Ohio 16.2 points, 3.8 assists, both of them 5th in the MAC at 7.3 with the usage he gets, with the minutes he gets. Lock him into your main lineup. Yeah, core play. I mean, he's got 25% shot rate. He's got over 21% rebound, 22% assists. This is all it was last 4 games. So lock Sears in. Now you got to make a lot of people run Jason Carter. I mean, you can't have 5 or 6 people in this game in your cash. Jason Carter is 7'6". You guys remember Jason Carter for Xavier? He's not out of Ohio. I mean, he's done well. So I look at him more of a GPP play and maybe more of a gut play here because I don't see Jason Carter going off. I mean, still decent play. 23% usage rate right now, over 30 minutes, 13 points a game. But if anything, I'm playing a Sears from this game. I just think Carter is a little bit high at 7'6". Definitely GBP play. And we got a couple other guys. We got Ben Vanderplas at 7'2". Vanderplas is a little shaky. Remembers to pace up though. So GPP only, but he could definitely nuke a slate for you. He's averaged almost 30 DK points a game. Don't mind it, but definitely for me GPP. And then you got guard, you got Miles Brown. Miles Brown's another guy that we were saying you could possibly put into your main lineup. I probably actually like him better, than David Earley. Earley's 3.9 for Marshall. Brown is 4.1. But I mean, he doesn't get much usage. He's not going to give you a lot, but it's a great game environment. Definitely pace up. If you can get Miles Brown to get you 15, 16 DK points, great. If you get you 18, then he could be in your main lineup as a value. Miles Brown at 4.1. So this game, a bunch of DFS. This is like your main game. Taylor or Kinsey in your cash. Oak at 6.8 in your cash. Mark Sears in your cash. And then you possibly Miles Brown or like a David Earley as your value plays. That's Marshall. I'm not going to start throwing you Ken Palm rates and stuff. We just don't have enough time here. Somebody was asking about that last night. So next game we're looking at is Temple. Central Florida, they're at Temple in Philly. Central Florida is actually a 4.5-point favorite on the road, 135.5 over under. And most of his games are all between like 132, 134. So there is a couple plays in this game. I might even end up with a cash play here. First of all, start with Temple because Khalif Battle's out. So Khalif Battle's out. All usage is going to a two-player, Damian Dunn and Jeremiah Williams, like both of them. Probably leaning, and I put my top place, they probably leaning more Jeremiah Williams because he is a little bit cheaper. He's $800 cheaper. Right now, Williams he's got over 25 DK points his last 6 straight games. Crazy 55%. He's got a 55% assist rate over his last 1, 2, 3, or 4 games. Getting crazy minutes. I like Jeremiah Williams. Damian Dunn, probably the better known player, a little bit more expensive. His shot rate's going up now with no battle. His rebounds and assist rates are going up. Decent price. And like I said, there's not very many close games here. So this is kind of like the FAU game where it's going to be close. This can be just as tight, probably tighter than a BCU FAU game. So this could be another game stack here. You get a game stack it, run Jeremiah Williams from Temple and a UCF side. GBP plays here. Darren Green is their main guy at 6'4". Shot rate's over 20%. The problem is they have a very untight rotation. CJ Walker, Brandon Mahan, these guys. One of our old friends, Isaiah Adams. We have no idea what happened to Isaiah Adams. At one point, we thought he was going to be a DFS star. He's only started 1 game this year. But you want to take a chance for a GVP stack, run a stack with Darren Green, CJ Walker, possibly even a guy like Perry, Darius Perry, something like that. We can run Perry, Walker, Green, and then run it back with Damian Dunn, Jeremiah Williams, and possibly even Ty Strickland at 4-4 for Temple. All right, so if you're going to run anybody in cash out of this game, it's probably going to be Jeremiah Williams or Damian Dunn. I lean Williams because he's $800 cheaper than Dunn. Dunn's a stud, though. Next game we got on the slate is the Wisconsin game. Another blowout. We got Nicholls State traveling to Wisconsin. Wisconsin's a 20-point favorite here, 134.5 over under. Once again, GVP plays here because of the blowout factor. This is slate though. We got one of our favorite players that's lately is Johnny Davis. Johnny Davis of Wisconsin has turned to a super stud, one of the best players in the nation. I mean, this guy's got right now, I'm looking at his last, 3 games. He's got over 28% usage, but probably on the season, 32% usage on the season, over 30 minutes, 21 points a game, 6 rebounds, shooting 3-pointers a game, averaging 37 DK points a game. Davis is a stud. The problem is, though, he's finally priced correctly at $9K. He's priced high, but he's earned it. GVP only is a 20-point spread. Anybody else in this game? No, possibly Chris Voigt at 3-7. If you want to look at Chris Voigt as one of your value plays, you need at least 2 or 3 values tonight. This may be possibly a way to go, but you know they're going to score points. They're going to win big. Let me see. Chris Voigt's last 2 games, 21 minutes, 17 minutes. That was against Indiana, Ohio State. So we're hoping he's going to get more against Nickel State. So we know he's playing now. If he gets a little bit extra burn here, Bolt could be possibly your play at 3-7. And he's a little bit cheaper than some of these other guys. So I'm liking him a little bit more than I did earlier. So kind of not mark Chris Vogt down as one of your value plays at 3-7. On the Nickel State side, only one play is Ty Gordon. Ty Gordon is $7,800. He's a team usage leader, 28%, plays 30 minutes, 19 points a game. He's going to play every minute of this game. Now, let me see. I'm looking at his last 3 or last 5. Look at his last 3 games. I got 25% shot rate, 27% assist rate. GVP only, but Ty Gordon's kind of a sneaky player at 7-8. Somebody's got to score for this team. Nickel State is going to score a few points. So if you want to play anybody, play Ty Gordon and GVP. What is their implied is not even the lowest, 57 points. If Ty Gordon gets you 25 points, he's going to possibly nuke a slate for you. So Ty Gordon, sneaky play, GVP, Nickel State. Johnny Davis, GVP only. Chris Vogt, possible value play in cash. That's your Wisconsin guys. Xavier, Morehead State. Morehead State on the road. Xavier, 15.5 point favorite, 134 over under. Xavier, this is not going to be like a pace-up game. Xavier, very, very good defense. Right now, I'm looking at a very good defense. And this game, though, is going to highlight one of any of us guys that, are college basketball junkies. You all know about Johnny Broom. With Johnny Broom's in this game from Morehead State. 8-4. If I get my DFS slate, I think it was on a FanDuel slate earlier this season. But finally, get Johnny Broom here. 8-4. The problem is, though, it's got to be against Xavier, who's going to give him problems. Jack Nunge, Zach Fremantle. But I think Johnny Broom was pretty much matchup proof. I mean, the dude's a monster. I've been trying to get him in on my main lineup. There's definitely some risk. We saw him, we saw him last year have some big games. So right now he's like at 28%. This is over his last 28% usage rate, 30 minutes a game, 15 points, 10 rebounds. So, he's averaging a double-double. Looking at for his last 3, 30% usage, 30 minutes, averaging 18 points a game. Every game, last game, 51 DK points, 36, 45, 37, 44. So Broom's a stud. But you just got to watch it. What's Broom's fouls issue? Broom's hasn't fouled out, though, but at 4. Still put up 35 DK points. So he probably had 2 in the first couple of minutes then. Eastern Tennessee, he had 2. So he hasn't fouled out, though. He's had 2 games with 4 fouls. It just does worry me a little bit, though, because Jack Nunge and Fremantle are going to tie him up a little bit. But if you think about it, he's a better basketball player than Fremantle and Nunge. But once again, Xavier is a very, very good defensive team. Anybody else on that Morehead State team? Talon Cooper, maybe as the point guard. I mean, he's decent. He'll dish the ball off. Actually, at 6'3", I don't mind Talon Cooper in this game either. If this game stays close, Talon Cooper's in play. And another play I like is Skylar Potter at 5K. His rates are actually going up right now. I possibly may have in my main lineup. Scores a lot of minutes, plays a lot of minutes, scores, he rebounds. I got him right now averaging over 25 DK points a game. 5K is a decent price for Skylar Potter. Now, I'm not saying don't playing all three of these guys, but I can see Broom and Potter in my lineup. I like Skylar Potter. I said it's to me, it's either between Skylar Potter or the kid from FAU, Elijah Martin, as my value guard play. Johnny Rubin stud though. Xavier, Paul Scruggs, GPP play. I don't know. Scruggs isn't doing what we thought was going to happen this year. I've seen some games on his slate was at 10 DK points, 11 DK points, and now with Nunge back, with Fremantle back, and Nunge is back on the bench, but then playing off the bench. There's a lot of mouths to feed here, man. Kobe Jones, Adam Kunkel. To me, Kunkel is just a chucker though. But Fremantle is in play. Nunge is in play. The problem with Fremantle though, he's been hurt. He's coming back now. Let me see. Let me look at Fremantle's minutes. So I know people have been asking me early today, is Zach Fremantle a cash play? Probably not. He hasn't been started. I'm not sure if he's going to start tonight. Actually, I haven't seen any updates yet. But they're easing him back. UCLA because Mick Cronin is out tonight for COVID. That's news. All right, so what were we talking about? We were talking about Fremantle. So Zach Fremantle, his last game, he played 24 minutes, Cincinnati, 17 DK. Before that, Ball State was it 24 minutes. Then before that, was only 3 minutes. So he's being eased back in. To me, it's only a GBP play, but you can't be sure of the minutes. Remember, he can also have problems keeping his hands to himself, though he can foul out. Jack Nunge, now that he's back on the bench, he can put up a huge game for you, though. He can nuke a slate. If we see Jack Nunge get 23 plus minutes, it could end up being a great play. Could end up running your lineup. If Jack Nunge gets 14, 15 minutes, bad play, GBP only. All right, so at this game, Johnny Broom, cash / GBP. Skylar Potter, possible cash play. Xavier side, to me, they're all GBP plays, man. Scruggs is like the ultimate GBP play. Kobe Jones, same thing. All the usage rates are coming down now with Fremantle back. And then Nunge is back on the bench, as 6-man. Still getting his minutes, though, but he's not playing like he was with Fremantle out. Okay, we got the Arizona game. Another blowout. Northern Colorado, Arizona, 25-point favorite. 154 over under. Arizona is the second highest implied team in the slate. This could get interesting because most people are staying away from Arizona because of the high implied. I mean, because of the blowout factor. So, starting with Arizona. Benedict Mathurin is a stud. He's been awesome. The problem is he does seem to play in blowouts. I looked it up. He's been playing in blowouts. 6, a little high though, but you're not sure it's going to happen here. He made that full minutes. So I probably consider him a GBP play, but the kid's a stud. You can definitely have him. You may laugh if you want. You really can't go wrong. Price a little bit high though. Tubelis, Azolas Tubelis, 7.5. I love Tubelis. He's been playing great this year. Now though, with Koloko there, Tubelis, all these guys with a blowout factor, he may not get. He may not get 20 minutes. That's the problem. All these guys, Koloko, Tubelis, and Mathurin. Now Kirk Risa, his price up to 6.2. Loved them when he was down in like 4 or 5 or 5. Now to me, GBP play only because he's 6'2". So you got to be careful with these guys. But if you get lucky, you play Mathurin in your cash and he plays 35 minutes, boom, you're going to cash. But if he plays 20 minutes at 7-6, you're probably not going to cash. Anybody on Northern Colorado side, you want to look at Dalen Kuntz, possibly at 6'9". Kuntz is kind of interesting, actually, because let me see. Arizona right now, Arizona is going to push that. Arizona with that 123-13 offensive efficiency, they're going to push that pace, especially the second highest implied of the night. Colorado is a slow team, but they're going to push it. One guy that's going to benefit is Dalen Counts. 7% usage, 35 minutes a game, 18 points a game, 4 rebounds. He throws up 4 threes a game, 32 DK points a game. He would be my play. 6'9", kind of like it. He's going to play every minute of this game probably, even if it's a blowout. As I said, when he's giving you decent rebounds, decent assists, decent points, so he's the only play. If you want to play with GDP, go ahead. You may get lucky here. He's going to be daily account is going to be a little on, I assume. Okay, that is Arizona, Northern Colorado. Next game after that is UC Irvine, USC. USC is only 11.5-point favorite. USC at home. Still, I'm considering it's a blowout game. Looking at UC Irvine as a decent defensive team. Not a bad team, actually. Yeah, that's why this spread is kind of close. So starting out with USC, Isaiah Mobley, 9-2, too high GVP play. He's been great, but UC Irvine is not. I said now look at. Remember most of these guys now. Colin Welp, these guys, not a bad team. Mobley to me is GVP only. Nucleus late, of course, at 9-2. But if I'm going to go that high at 9-2, I'm playing Johnny Broom. I'm not playing Mobley tonight. Anybody else on the USC side that's possibly in pay? Who's really done well this year is Chavez Goodwin. Right now, I got him leading. He's a team usage leader right now, 24% usage over the last 10. And he's only playing, he's getting you 25 minutes a game, 12 points. Could get you double-double. He may get you some extra minutes today. So I'm not saying play this guy in cash, absolutely not, but maybe GVP. So only GVP plays. On the Cal Irvine side, one guy, Colin Welp, is only 5'9". Welp usage rate 27%. He's going up against Mobley though. A tough interior, but you got to kind of put Welp in your list as possible cash / values maybe at 5'9". JC Butler 4'2", shot reliant definitely. I'm not playing him in cash, but possibly GVP as a value play. And then we got another name, Justin Hone. Holmes gonna probably end up popular here. Like 3-3. He's probably your punt value play of the night. I kind of forgot about Justin Home. Justin Home now, what's his name? Dawson Baker is now out. So Justin Home finally got a start last game, got his first start with Baker out. And he actually didn't play bad at this price. Last game he got you 30 minutes. My computer is slow as shit tonight. He got you 30 minutes. I think he got him like 22 DK points, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. And he only shot 4 for 12th in the field. So at 3-3, Justin Home is not a bad play. And it's going to be a lot closer than people think this USC Cal Irvine game. So yeah, Justin Home may actually be the one value we're looking for. He only needs to get 12 DK points to make value. Don't mind it at all. I may end up playing him here. Pretty safe at 3-3. And then the last game, the UCLA game. So like I just said, I just saw the tweet come out. Mick Cronin's out. So because of COVID protocols, Darren Savino is going to be the coach tonight. Huge spread here. You can't be playing UCLA guys tonight. In my opinion, it's a 35, 40-point spread against Alabama State. So you want to make up a weird lineup of GDPs, play, Johnny Juzang, Tiger Campbell, Bernard, these guys, great, go ahead. But none of these guys are in cash. We saw it happen last night with Duke. Even Mark Williams, who ended up playing most of the game, could only give me 5 rebounds. So UCLA, all these guys, GDP play only. I do have one play from UCLA that I'm interested in. Possibly. He's only 4-4, is Peyton Watson. Peyton Watson, and you guys know he's a 5-star freshman. Kid's a stud. And he's starting to see more minutes in the UCLA big ball games. So at 4-4, now don't expect he's going to start. Don't get crazy playing him to start, but Peyton Watson could get us 25 DK points tonight. This could be a one guy. like we were talking about Ziegler, the kid from Tennessee last night. He really didn't come through like we thought he would. But Peyton Watson is in that kind of boat tonight at 4-4 in a blowout. Somebody's got to play that second half, and they want to see what their 5-star freshman can do. So Peyton Watson, I think, is kind of a sneaky play at 4-4. All right, so that's the games. Jacob Lovejoy's asking Taylor or Kuntz, Potter, Mobley. Why can't it be Taylor and Potter? I like Taylor and Potter. I don't know how the prices match up, but probably Potter and Mobley, because no. Go back to Taylor and Kuntz. Jay Kearney's asking Fremantle or Nunge for GPP. I've had that question asked before. I had them both projected almost the exact same. So maybe lean Nunge because he's $600 cheaper. Let me look at some other projections here. That's a really good question. Nunge, Jack Nunge. Take Broom with the money a little bit cheaper. Yeah. Play Nunge and GBP over Fremantle. Remember, Fremantle's coming back from injury, so there you go. If you want your GBP, I do that a lot. I have a soft spot in heart for certain guys. It's burned me a lot, but if you have good luck with Jack Nunge, play him. Okay, so that's the games. Quickly back to top guards tonight. So my top guards, guys. Let me see. Giant Davis, GVP. Tavion Kinsey, cash, GVP. Andrew Taylor, cash. Matherin, got to decide what we want to do with Matherin. I think he's a little bit too high tonight. GVP probably. Mark Sears, core play for Ohio. Love Mark Sears tonight. I love the Marshall guys. Probably in Andrew Taylor because he's cheaper. Some of these mid-tier guys, I'm leaning to Temple. I'm leaning Jeremiah Williams over Damian Dunn. I like both those guys. I'm leaning more Williams. Adrian Baldwin, ace, core play. Too cheap. He should be getting more minutes tonight. He's a leader of that team. He turned that team around. Now it's a different team now that he's there. His steal rate is crazy. I mean, it's not going to keep up. But if you look at Ace Baldwin, his last 2 games, he's been back 2 games now. He's got crazy assists. So, I mean, that's going to kind of bump up his log. So you got to take that consideration. But he's always been he's a steal monster anyways. But he's had 10 steals last 2 games. For some reason, my numbers are loading crazy. But he's had 10 steals last 2 games. So it's going to be tough to keep that up. But he's a core play. I lay Skylar Potter at 5K. I may end up playing Skylar Potter in my main lineup. I hopefully he won't be as popular as I'm assuming, but don't sleep on Skylar Potter also at 5K. The cheaper guys, there's not a lot of value tonight. So I like Elijah Martin, FAU, even though it's a low implied, 4-8, don't mind him. Then you get the two guys in the Marshall game. David Earley at 3.9 or Miles Brown at 4.1. Probably lean Miles Brown. He could be your value. Then you got Justin Hone, the kid at 3.3. Finally started his first game the other night with some injuries. He may end up being my guard at 3.3. It's not going to take much for this guy to make value. Justin Hone at 3.3. Adam Kunkel is just a chucker. Forwards, the big guys, Mobley, GVP only. It just scares me tonight, but he could definitely do this late though. Johnny Broom, love to play. If I can get him, I'm playing him. I'm probably gonna have to make a decision over Johnny Broom or Tavion Kinsey. Right now, probably Broom because he's cheaper. Jason Carter, GVP only. Those Arizona guys, Tubalevis, Koloko, probably GVP only. This is where, to me, these are all GVP plays. Fremantle, like I said, GVP, just coming back from injury. Ben Vanderplas from Ohio, possibly cash. He's got upside, but probably cash. I like Vince Williams. Even when Ace Ball went back, I probably like Vince Williams out of all these guys, these middle guys, even over Jack Nunge. So I kind of like Vince Williams at 6'9". And then our cheap guys, you got CJ Walker, Chris Vogt. Like I said, I'm liking Vogt a little bit more from Wisconsin at 3.7 because he should hopefully gets 20 minutes now. Big rebounder in this Wisconsin blowout. And then Colin Welp at 5'9". We talked about him. He's the guy from Irvine, but he's got to go up against Isaiah Mobley. Probably more GBP play, but yeah, because that USC interior is tough. All right, so right now I'm looking at a core for me personally. Definitely Mark Sears, Ohio. Definitely Oak. I didn't mention Oak though. Oak from Marshall. He's just too cheap. He's got a 60 DK points the last time he played. Ace Baldwin, and I love the Marshall guys. You can't play everybody, but I'll probably play one of the Marshall guys of Taylor, Kinsey, or Johnny Broom at 8-4. If you make that kind of lineup, you got to come with value. And I can't even tell you which value plays to play. I can give you a couple names. Like I said, Holland, Vogt, Earley, Brown, Elijah Martin, because it's a tough one. And whoever gets the value right is going to cash. All right, a couple more questions. Jacob Lovejoy. No Jordan O'Neal, Kuntz or Williams Jr. GPP. You're talking about Vince Williams Jr.? I love Vince Williams Jr. Vince Williams Jr. Could possibly be even, I think, a cash play. Of course, his usage has gone down now with Ace back, but I still like Williams. You're asking about Jordan O'Neal against UCLA. I just call O'Neal up. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't know. You may even know Jay Kearney. You may even know more about Jordan O'Neal than me. But let me see. O'Neal, his last 5. He's playing 27 minutes a game, 20% usage. He must not have played against Pepperdine, but he's had a couple of decent games in the 20s. 4K. I mean, I probably wouldn't have gone like that, like the cheaper guys, but GBP, I guess, yeah, as long as he's playing. Like I said, it looks like he didn't play against Pepperdine. So I had projected like 15 points tonight if he plays. So GBP, yeah. Nice call. We'll see tomorrow night saying that Jordan O'Neal ran a slate. Are you have any questions here? So we have 15 minutes before lock. Remember, we have a college football slate this weekend, the Bowl Bonanza. I'm going to try to have a show for that either Thursday or Friday. We have I think a DK lineup build by Adam. I think it's maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? So a lot going on. I'll try to have one more live CBB for Thursday or Friday. If not, I'll be on Discord. So which Johnny Davis in GVP? Or Johnny Broom? Jay Kearney, Johnny Broom or Johnny Davis? I'm assuming saying Johnny Davis, right? Johnny Davis definitely GVP. Johnny Broom is cash / GVP. If I can get Broom in, I'm playing him. But Johnny Davis definitely GVP was that price and a blowout. All right, 15 minutes to lock. Good luck, guys. Good slate tonight. It's more competitive. Going to touch your knowledge a little bit more than some of these other slates. And you got to get the value plays right. Yes, Johnny Davis, GVP only. All right. Thank you, guys. Good luck. Deuces.